Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Strategic Command World War I, episode number 21. And we're getting close to the end here. Grip and I have already started playing our turns now, so the series is real. We're definitely going to be doing the... and it is not easy to play as the Entente after, like, all my experience now is with the Essential Powers. I'm a little bit worried. Anyways, let's try to resolve our naval affair up here. I know this is a weakened sub, but after some thought, I think it actually is worth it to try to damage this dreadnought a little bit more. And why I do that? I guess it's because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the sub is actually more disposable than this, than the dreadnoughts. I mean, the much cheaper units. So I'm going to use it as like a blocking unit. It's going to be visible to everyone, so that means that all it's going to do is kind of cloud up this channel. I don't even know what here is considered water and what's not, since this looks like it's not. Can he go anywhere? He can go here, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, so we'll just clog up the channel with more crap, because the naval mechanics are so bizarre. Let's get to a submarine into port. So we want these guys to go into the ports where they can repair. So move this guy here. I forgot to take him off that silent mode, but that's okay. Before I forget, let me see if there's anybody else on silent mode that I want to take off. I think it's just that one that I keep forgetting. And this guy has action points. I don't really know what we're going to do with him. I kind of want to see if the dreadnought is still there, and it is. So we'll probably just play this game forever, where we continuously check to see if the dreadnought is there or not. This destroyer, having laid its mine, really is free to go. It has full strength, full supply, so there's really nothing for it to do over here. I guess I should keep one destroyer. Maybe I'll put this this one at the base, just so we have somebody in the area. Yeah, I think I'll park this battleship over here, so that we have somebody able to respond. We're, a very basic fleet able to respond, and we really have sallied forth. I decided to call the last episode Naval Skirmish or something like that, because this was actually a pretty significant battle. You cannot even fathom. I cannot imagine. This seems so absurd, this reality, having the German High Fleet between Northern Ireland and Scotland. it just seems preposterous to me. It's just really, really, really hard for me to imagine it. If we wanted to, we could try to give this dreadnought the old what for with our last remaining destroyer over here. I think we're better off using this in a raiding role, actually. Because we don't have anybody who's guaranteeing that this line is going to be cut. So we need somebody. And there's dreadnoughts on the way. I don't even know what to do with our dear airship here. I suspect that if we do any kind of, anything with any of these areas, we'll end up taking some damage. If we actually inflict some damage, then I feel like there's probably aircraft in the area who are going to prevent us from operating properly. Let's do an attack over here. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, yep, that was bad. Plymouth did not decrease at all. We just took a point of damage. We'll heal it next turn, but basically I want to use this as recon. Like the sad, unfortunate situation is there's no recon that really needs to be done right now. We push so far beyond. I always imagined that the fight would happen here or here. We could actually make use of these. So this guy might be diverted back to land duty, or maybe recon duty on the Eastern Front. Speaking of the Eastern Front, let's go to the fun stuff. Okay. So, okay, I know we're going to go over there, but one second, I think one of these units is going to be grabbed and deployed. No, okay, so I want to upgrade this guy. And who else? There's a little more work to be done here, I think. Oh, that's all done. And that's all done. Okay. So that was the only thing I needed to do then. And we'll finish repairing everyone else. We did that guy already. Very good. Alright. So the Eastern Front. What do we want to do here? I want to be able to transport... I thought there was a German unit. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, who can operate for 18 because we do have the decreased cost. And now we can go anywhere. So what I want to do, I'm not going to do this transport yet, but I can put him into Tilsit directly. That means that this guy can shift south. Or maybe I'll put him in Johannesburg directly, so this guy can shift south. Let's do that instead. So let me also look at the supply situation. This is a supply... okay, actually, I want to look at, not supply, but this. Okay, so 876. So that's why he's there. It's because that's a... oh, but Johannesburg is an 8, so it's a 7. So we can put him here. He can move here as long as he's safe to do so. We don't know if he is yet. But this unit essentially can move forward. It's a 10 unit, and it's also... it's been upgraded as far as infantry warfare goes. Grodno, very unlikely to be something we can just siege and take, considering it's a max entrenchment of 5. Very... that's severe. Let's look at the supply. See where our current supply will help us. This being a 6 is not bad. It's not bad at all. So we're going to have a bit of low supply in this area, but as soon as we clear up this pocket, we'll be able to figure out. Yeah. I'm probably going to cut. Let me just pause real fast and think about this. Okay, I'm going to be doing something a little bit bold here. I'm going to move this unit into Johannesburg. He's not going to do anything yet. I just wanted to kind of feel out how that would be. And I wanted this unit to move down as well. And now we're going to bring in our other German unit. He has to heal at some point. But for now, he can just camp and do that in Johannesburg. I'm sure that he'll be sufficient at defending Johannesburg, considering I don't think that the Russians are really in a position to mount an offensive yet. So really, you can see just the way this game is so tilted in favor of the Central Powers now. We're actually doing okay, defending well enough on the Eastern Front, while we just decimate France. Even with a... like, look at the front. The front minus these Russian units is, like, German-controlled. And we have, like, a 2-to-1 ratio of units destroying the rest of these Russian units, which means that as soon as this is done, all these units are going to be able to populate the front. It's just so over. I don't know how to say it. Alright, let's get to the task at hand. Finishing off this pocket. I think we're just going to continue to leave these guys alone. We'll try to wear them down a little bit more. Put that guy there. This guy in. It's a quick, easy kill. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, wow, quick, easy kill my butt. Why did we get... I think I will push this in just to close off the gap. Okay. So no luck there. Okay, we do have this attachment as well. Now, do we want to do anything with our artillery and our recon bombers? Well, we already have an 04 here. I think we'll save for a full attack against... we'll do the turn of. So this turn, I'm going to say we're going to upgrade. Okay, it doesn't gray him out, which he can't move. He has no action points. I don't understand why he's not grayed out. We will do an attack, probably against the Warsaw unit. Yeah, let's do it against the Warsaw. He's at 41-32. Now he's at 40 and 30. So just a very small, but hey, it's a game of inches here. Seemed to work out pretty well. Oh wow, good gracious. I guess we'll do this. Oh, he's so close to defeated. I think we want this. I honestly don't know who is the best. Okay, we can move this guy back and then have him move forward again later. Same thing with this guy, though. I'm just trying to figure out who's... okay, let's not overthink it too much more than we already are. I knew that this guy would be able to get in there. And this cavalry can get in there as well. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to bring in... Although he could be upgraded as well. Let's see if we want to do that or not. This guy's already attacked. Yeah, so the rest of the guys who haven't attacked... Wow, we got a whole bunch of them. It's going to be very easy just to wipe this guy out. We probably do want to move a unit in here just so the mountain troop here does not retreat. You've already... So let's have this troop move in, I guess. Okay, let me first, before we do that, look at the supply. Look at the supply. 6 is not bad. Okay, so 6 is fine. Just don't want him to retreat. Yeah, we'll even... I don't think we even need that guy to get involved then. And it's true. So that instead of doing anything, we can actually have this guy... Yes, he can upgrade now that the zone of control is no longer being... I never thought about doing that. Freeing him from the zone of control just by killing the unit who's presenting the zone of control. So we'll do it this way. And I think we will do this then. Yeah, we're going to do it. And this guy's just going to stay... I mean, he doesn't have to entrench. This guy's not going anywhere. We'll just leave him there. He could entrench, but it's unnecessary. This unit's just a goner. He'll probably take attrition losses. And I do want to push this like... House supply. Next turn. It'll be a 6 either way, so yeah, we'll push him here. Because I think they do have a benefit for starting right next to him. When you move, you lose a little bit of your attacking strength. So this is looking good. First of all, Ivangorod is surrounded on 4 sides. I don't know if that'll end up being counting as a siege. I think it may, but maybe the fact that it's like this right here, this guy might... And he's still presenting some resistance, this one down here, but I mean, things are only going to get worse for them, not better. Okay, so that looks good. Oh, we have a 2 to 4. I feel like it is worth taking. I mean, it's only going to be a temporary drop of 4, drop of 2, whatever. It doesn't really do anything other than just give me 2 to 1 odds on the kill. These are the kind of questions, I'm not sure if it's worth it to do these kind of things. It always seems worth it, 2 to 4, but maybe the Russians, it's assumed that they have terrible morale, and the Russians simply have like twice as many points. So then you should be trying to get more than 2 to 1. We're going to already get more than 2 to 1 though, so let's just do it. And we end up getting 1 to 5, which is much better than I was expecting. Yeah, this is looking good. Okay, now down here, there's 2 things I could do. I could attack this guy, I could even, do recon, I could do all that. But I think very soon we're going to have, and this is one of the things we need to look at, we're going to have new units coming up from, like this unit right here. Just operate him. You might think we'd operate him over to the Italian border, but all we need to do is a holding action there. I do want to deploy at least 1 more corps up there. I want corps in this. I mean, this is, excuse the pun, but this is the core defensive line, so it should have corps on it. I'm okay with a detachment here, but I cannot lose these, so. But we have plenty of corps available. So, I'm going to move this guy. I'm going to start getting these guys up here. So there he is. And we even have another new unit we can deploy. And he's also going to deploy over to the Eastern Front. You can see how this is going to snowball out of control very quickly. Very, very quickly. Let me just take a look at the supply. This is a 9. Okay, that's where we're going to put him right there then. It centers me on Warsaw every time, not sure why, but let's put him there. Hey. Yeah, good. Okay, they started 50%, so we don't want them actually on the front quite yet, but we'll be able to move in lockstep forward next turn. This guy's gonna move here, because we have like really good shots at these guys as it is, but the Russian morale is just not good, 49%. So I don't think these troops are even really going to recover that much. And their supplies at 5. This guy's maybe worse than that. This might be a bug, but it's actually showing me the supply in gray and the readiness and morale in gray, even though I don't know what their supply and morale is. I assume it's bad, but yeah, so here it's gray here. Anyway, and this guy's all... Yeah, so there is information being leaked by accident. Or maybe that's not by accident, so I don't know the exact percentage, but maybe even from a distance, if I see them, I'm already like, wow, those guys are not in good shape. We don't know how badly in shape, but they're below 50%. So instead of actually doing all these attacks, which, I mean, the 1-2 and there's a 1-3 here, so if I paired these together, you'd imagine I would get like a 1-3 and a 1-3, because after the first attack, it would be weaker, more susceptible to the second. However, I just feel like this turn, we're going to sit and... we're just going to do this. We're going to just repair the whole front. That's what I have elected to do. I feel like it's just fine because we're waiting for these forces to get up in morale. We already have the 2 defensive detachments from Bulgaria who will occupy Serbia. I think we'll leave probably not just this unit. Now... Supply of 5, supply of 6. I actually need to get him out of this area so he can fully replenish. So I think we'll do this swap. Okay, I have a better idea. Try to get this guy as far forward as possible. Yeah, this guy can move to split, which is nice. This guy can move here, which is good. We'll protect Ragusa. And then what I'm going to do is a little bit strange. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to swap them, which is going to cause this guy to sit in the capital just for a turn. This guy's going to heal here. And then next turn he'll be able to heal the full as well. So your supply, 10, 9, 8, 7. So yeah, we might as well move you to here, or even to here. Start you moving forward. As far as you want. Now you're Austro-Hungarian. We just need to get you on the rails, I think, and then next turn you will operate out of here as well. Well, I don't want to use too many points for operating, so these guys are going to go by foot. But this is probably another one of those guys destined for the Eastern Front. So we'll put him here. And this unit, I guess he's going to be in supply this turn. I mean, he's fine where he is. We can just heal him before he moves anywhere. And we can choose to operate him or not as we want later. I'm also going to get this Ottoman unit ready to deploy to the to the Iraqi area. So we're going to do the swaps here. Now, for this turn, that's not going to be very good because this supply down here is only a 5. However, it will be better soon. As soon as this guy gets into here, he can move here. It's going to make this a 10. Then we have 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, so it's only 1 better, but it's 1 better. And the difference between 5 and 6 has always been a pretty big one. You know, it's the difference from being, you know, gray versus white. So I'm assuming that has, you know, there's some repercussions for having the color change. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'll investigate this all when I pause momentarily. I don't think we want to do anything on the Italian front. Only thing is maybe entrench this guy. I'm going to entrench him this turn. I sat debating about this forever. Where would we want the defensive up or defensive down? I think we would probably have the defensive up. So we get this last entrenchment. Should be here or here? I don't know. But you know what? Honestly, I think that I will just reduce the number of sides. It's one of those situations where if they can move into the trench, it'll probably be better for them. So I'd rather not have it at all. Because there's almost no way that this Klagenfurt will fall before this. And if that does, it's just I'm not going to have to defend here. This guy's going to have to move or something. He won't need to defend. And Trieste, maybe we are okay with it a detachment of trust because attack can only come from one side, which means anybody who attacks beyond the first guy. This is a 2 to 3, which is pretty insane to think about. It's a detachment attacking a core and getting a better trade-off. Feels like it's worthwhile to do. It really does. I don't think we'll be moving forward. This guy's already well entrenched, sitting pretty. Good morale. Everything's set for him. We would like to get a second HQ here. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this HQ down here or what. Or probably I just need to move one German corps, assuming eventually... I'm not really doing the math on all this, but I'm assuming that eventually we'll have too many or more HQs than we need, so one will be able to move here to support the, the Alps line, basically. Okay, so what else do we have to do? I think we're done with this. Okay, naval side is done. We're done here. We're done here now. I'll go back and check everything, but I think that guy's done. We have the naval side here. Okay, good. So I want to get this guy for once off of silent. We'll put him back on hunt. And I want to get... So he has 8 supply, and this guy has 0. So what I want to do is get these two to swap. I'm so scared. Okay, there's the enemy contact. But can this guy... Can he get free? Why is there a zone of control issue? Oh, he only has 6 action points left anyway. Well, we'll just leave him here clogging the... Oh, that's not good. Okay. We do want somebody sitting on this line, but I guess we can get it. Damn it. Just can't get it. Well, submarine versus submarine is not going to be a notable combat. So it looks like the Libya line will be intact for a turn, unfortunately. We could actually attack this destroyer. What are the odds? Okay, let's scout. Eek! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there they are. We'll try to get back. I could defend that guy. It's probably not worth it. Oh, that's battleships very close to being sunk. We might be okay with this unit because the submarines are going to stop people from transiting very easily. No, actually, since we'll be detected at the very beginning, maybe not. Who knows? I don't know how to solve this situation here. The Austro-Hungarian fleet is just... It's not going well for them. Okay, there's the naval side of things done. This is fine. We probably want to repair this. I don't know if we want to do that with the Ottomans, though. We do have some points. I'll pause and think about it. This guy's got to be transported. Yeah, so, speaking of people who need to be transported, the headquarters here actually should be transported. I think we can actually even transport the unit at Constantinople. Seems kind of crazy to leave your capital free, but there's just no chance that anybody's going to be able to invade. Is there? Well, let's not be stupid. Let's not risk the collapse of this just because I'm, thinking it's not going to happen. But we do want to get more units out to the Iraqi area, including, most importantly, in my opinion, not just one HQ. One HQ by itself can probably wear them down, but we need one HQ and one more corps or detachment, preferably a corps, but we got to make do with what we have. So Beirut is actually serving dual role, partisan, anti-partisan stuff at Damascus, and also anti-amphibious invasion at Beirut. And we've seen it happen. It's so weird to me that they could have landed... Okay, so actually they couldn't have landed many places. Yeah, actually we have every port, except for Tripoli, covered. Not this Tripoli, by the way. Where is it? There it is. Okay, good. So, can we call this turn to a close? No, we haven't done stuff up here yet. Okay, so this is going to be mostly a defensive effort. I think we could entrench here, but I think it's actually going to be worthwhile to get this guy's points back instead. Yeah, I think we'll just take the points. I'm going to swap these 2 units, and then I'm going to heal this guy, who started at least at high enough supply to be healed. This guy's now going to entrench. Actually, he's already entrenched at 1 out of 2. That's good. And this guy at 1 out of 2. Perfect. Okay. So it's fine to me that this cavalry now is on the flank. We have our strength guarding the road itself. And Erzurum is nicely defended itself. I guess we'll manually... Yeah, okay. Guess we could defend like this. We'll manually get him to entrench, just in case. We probably could have put this guy even into the mountains to do that. Supply there would have been, yeah, 5. That's not good. Yeah, that's right. This is road. Although it is mountain, it's also road. And this guy's sitting at 6, so that's okay. And he's entrenched, so he's looking good. We obviously need to do some swapping over here. Our unit is badly. And his entrenchment, 0 out of 1, unfortunately. I'm also going to take the number of sides down, since we are defending. And this guy just needs to be healed. Okay, good. I think that we've already done this side of things. So that's already... If this... I don't know why this cavalry would choose to stay there, but if he does choose to stay there, he's just going to be eaten alive, thanks to low supply, and our unit's not having low supply. And again, still nothing going on over here. We need an HQ over there before we can advance. At least that's what the soldiers keep telling me. Whether or not we want to listen to them, that's another question. Alright, so let's do our little push. Get this guy into his little objective. And these guys are already done. So this is a 6. This is... So that's a 6 as well. That's fine. We're okay with 6s, so we'll go down here. This will boost supply up to a 10. So that these guys will be in good supply situation for the next turn. Okay. Sounds good. We might need to leave quite a few people down here. Definitely a detachment at least. Like maybe once this detachment at Trieste is removed, we move him back down here. And actually we have 2 detachments up here. I mean, these are probably perfect for guarding the coast after we get corps up here, Austro-Hungarian corps, to replace them. So, yeah, we'll see about that. And let me do one final scan of everything, and then we'll jump to research. Okay, well, didn't really find anything else to do. If you did, let me know. Of course, I have one more chance to do final actions before the beginning of next turn. So let's do the research stuff for the Germans. We're very close to the budget total. We have about 250 available. I think a good thing for us to do would be to take another point in the gas shell production, because we're at 0 of 3. With 2 invested, this is going to speed up our initial. And then I think we might as well either get infantry weapons started. I am extremely doubtful that it'll be finished before this war ends. So we can't invest in these. Trench warfare is not like super necessary. We still have 160 to go. Can't invest more in this. We could do either mobility or artillery. I mean, I guess mobility would be interesting, but again, it's another one of those that I'm pretty sure is not going to see the end of this war. So for that, we might as well... I mean, what am I talking about? We only have 46 points left. Okay, Germany's done. Can't do anything with that. Okay, so then Austro-Hungarians... They have a few more choices, because with, like this one we have a 1 here. I would like to get... actually, everything is fine here. Gas shell production would be nice to get. We're going to hold off on that, though, because if I put 1 point in this, am I going to have enough? Let me see. Because we have this cavalry corps, 135. I think we can just do this. We can buy this. So we just got a new corps, infantry corps. These are 2 stars, are both, left over from... We lost them during the war so far, so I'm going to purchase one of these. We'll save 1 for now. And then with the exactly 100, pretty much the exact points we have remaining, I actually would have put it into industrial. We don't have enough, though, so I'm going to put it into infantry warfare instead. And maybe we won't even invest in industrial technology, since we already have 1 in there, and it's going to be Oh, I guess we have exactly enough to do it, so we can. Okay, so there's 1 point left. Okay, the Ottomans. Don't forget about the Ottomans, Tortuga. They contribute something. Yeah, I mean, basically the only thing we can do with these guys is keep pumping trench warfare. It's really all I want from them. It's weird that I put points in mobility. I probably should even just cancel that. The Ottomans don't really need that mobility. I could see it being useful in Iraq, maybe in the Gaza area, maybe in the... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they have bigger fish to fry. So we'll just pump, well, 134. If we pump points into any of these, we won't be able to do any detachments. But trench warfare is so close to finishing, we can just kick it over, knock it over the hunch. Well, let's look at... We're not at 135 yet, unfortunately. And it looks like these guys actually cannot buy the unit. Oh, is that just because they don't have enough money? Yeah. Yes, we could get a detachment for only 75. Okay, so it's 75. We won't be able to do both. I can see the detachments being somewhat useful. Probably not as useful as trench warfare will be. Yeah, okay, let's just do trench warfare. I mean, it would be really nice if we could buy headquarters, but it doesn't seem that that's going to happen for anyone. Okay, then the Ottomans, if they want to repair anybody else, they'll have a little bit of few points left over for next time. Oh, I mean, hey, we can repair this light cruiser that is in woeful condition. Is there anybody else? It's such a low priority. The Ottoman Empire's navy is like far superior to the Austro-Hungarian now. It's sad. And that is going to conclude this video. So, a nice short one, 31 minutes. My first one below 35, I think. Verdun will fall next turn. Mark my words. Mark my words. And I think that, again, it's not a surprise, but things are just continue to snowball in our favor. As soon as this pocket's completely sealed off, we're going to have such an influx of new troops on the Eastern Front, which has, I mean, look at the front is devoid of all these troops right now. So once we have those, it's just going to, we'll push easily for Riga. That's what I think I'll do first, is push for Riga. And then maybe towards Moscow. It's a bit far, but yeah, we have plenty of things to pounce on along the way. So for now, thanks for watching. Until the next video, take care.